Hello everybody and welcome back to more Horizon 6. So, I bought the Koenigsegg Gemera, so you don't have to do it. This is the car. It looks actually quite nice from the outside. I've had to park under a light post because it's dark outside, so you can't see it. So first of all, let's check statistics basically. This one has a speed of 10, which is really fast, of course, it's the maxed. Handling 7.2, acceleration 9.7, launch 10, which is nice, braking 7.6, and off-road 5.1. So if we compare that to the current, I would say, benchmark when it comes in driving in the game, in terms of the Mercedes AMG 1, you get that, by the way, automatically if you had Forza Horizon 5, which was easy because you can just install it for free on Game Pass. This one has a speed of 8.5, so it's slower in total. Handling 9.4, which you really realize when driving it. Acceleration 10, launch 10, braking 10, and off-road 5.2. So for things like driving on the road, driving on speed traps and stuff like that, the AMG 1 is still the best car because the handling actually makes a big difference. So yes, you can drive the Gemera quite nicely, but through towns, you realize it's quite heavy in terms of steering. So it's not as snappy, for example. If you want to turn a corner, it really takes its time. Let's drive out of town to give you a bit of a proper example. So it's fast, yes, but there you go. You basically run into everything because you cannot turn properly. I'm not saying it turns like a truck, but still you have to brake a lot. And this is the one thing the AMG 1 does pretty well. It actually gives you a good indicator of being able to not, like this one for example. This is a small turn, but it's like taking ages to turn the car. So, yes, so this is the main big advantage. Wait, what's that? Oh, that's an old Porsche. Okay. So let's actually compare that to, for example, let's do a launch event. Do we have one? We have done this one. Maybe we have one which I haven't done yet. That's not new. Half mile drag. Did we do that already? Hold on. Okay, yeah, let's go here. Fast travel there. And then I also I go down to the launch pad, and this is where I have my drag time set with the AMG 1, and let's see how that compares to the Koenigsegg. So I think for now, I think the car is best when it comes to, for example, if you need those weekly challenges where you have to jump a specific distance. So let's see, launch control. .13 for the first place. How are people that fast, by the way? Oh, there's actually a speed trap in the end. Oh, okay. Let's quickly get that as well. So the time was 12.1, I think. Yeah, okay. So let's get the speed trap. How much do we need to have? 370. Okay, actually this needs proper run weight. Maybe we can actually do it through the event. then we also have that done. The one thing I haven't done that is you can tune the car. So that's the next step we're gonna do after the drag race event and after the speed trip. We're gonna tune it and see how that turns out then. Let's see if we can beat all those guys, because we couldn't beat Albert. Maybe we need to have a different car. Finish seconds. So this, like, I mean, you guys know by now that the drag race, like the strip race things, are not ideal, because in the end they are not as you would put them in the start box. So you can't use your launch control. You just have to go off the start, and everybody else is just miles ahead because they can rev the car, you can't rev the car. So maybe we have to do that with the AMG 1 in order to get 1 star, or we have to actually reduce the opponent AI, the driving AI, to tourist, then you can win as well. But yeah, that is a bit stupid in the game. Let's see if they change it at some point. Okay, but that was that. Let's see. Let's do the speed trap next. So remember, 12.1 off the start gate. We're going to do the speed trap. We go for tuning, and then we'll see if we can be faster. So I have to turn around. Let's see if we can beat 370. This is... It is the fastest car in the game at the moment. Yeah, we should have it. Nice. Okay. And of course we overshoot miles. Okay. Now. I think what we need to do is... Wait, hold on. Tune the car. Where was I? Yeah, okay. So we need to go back to my home. So let's see what we can do. First of all, we're going to auto-tune that.
Welcome back, Senpai.
So that is like the unlimited class. 600 kilo lighter, 2,300 horsepower. Holy shit. Power to weight ratio 1.64. No car for X performance class, however, there are parts you can still buy it in store. Are you sure you want to buy it inside the parts found? Huh? Unable to optimize your car for X performance class. Okay. Okay, so now we also do the ugly thing we add the Horizon front splitter because that gives us more braking, more downfalls, better handling. Huh, that actually only does thing for off-road, but the handling goes down. That's interesting. We're gonna use it anyway. Let's see if we can add more tire width. Yes, that does gives us better handling. 375. Holy shit. That also gives us better handling. What else can we do in terms of tire compound? Semi-slick or doesn't do much. Front track width. Spacer don't do much. Do we have anything in terms of engine? Twin turbo just gives us a bit of a anti-lag, which is okay. Restrictor plates stay out. Drivetrain. There we have it already. Okay. This doesn't help us. I mean, we could put it up as a rocket, but no. Chassis we already have. Okay, so I think that will be it. We like to install the parts. Gives us less kilo, but we don't care. So now we have 2,600 horsepowers. Let's see how that turns out when it comes to the drag race. It doesn't look too bad when it comes to splitter and spoiler, but yeah. Where was it? I'm always forgetting where this stuff is. Eh? Am I stupid? There it was. Yeah. No, I don't want to drive there. Okay. No, sorry. Pressed the wrong button. Nope. Sorry. There we go. Launch control. Maybe a tad late. $12:37. Okay, I'm having a bit of a lag issue. Fly, baby, fly. Okay, let's do the other one down here. Because this one we already have done. Personal best is... What was the personal best to say? 8.6. Let's see how much faster we can be with this beast. Oh, did it jump start? Really? Yeah. Okay. So that is like 1 second faster now. Okay, so let's do one last check. Let's go and drive the road a bit. See how good this thing can turn. So with the upgrade, it's definitely a bit easier to control, but holy moly, we're too fast. But it still turns like a truck. So the handling is a tiny bit better, but it's still nothing compared to the AMG one. So what I would do is I would recommend you, if you're stuck with topics that are speed related, where you need to get a massive amount of speed in the shortest amount of distance possible, this is basically the car for it at the moment. If you have races to do on the street, this is definitely, well, it's something, but it's not as agile when it turns left and right. So I mean, we're on 400 now. It's like, holy shit. So braking out of 400 is also not a easy task. But so yeah, it's a nice car. It looks good. It's fun to drive if you know what you get into. And yep. I'm gonna catch you with a cleaner car in the next episode.